Welcome to another training video for Enlite POS powered by Dark. Today we're going to be taking a look at Cashier Session, specifically how to open one. So before we get started, let's take a minute to talk about what a Cashier Session is. In the Enlite program, a user with the role of cashier must open a cashier session before you can receive any payments in the system. This person will be responsible for any payments that come into the register. So typically in operations, we see that at the beginning of the shift, someone counts the money in the register, they open the register, and then they're responsible for the transactions that come in throughout the day. At the end of the day, the same person will close the register and make sure that all of the transactions that have been received in cash match the amount of cash that's in the register. So this is the process that we're going to look at today, specifically the part about opening the cashier register. But before we do that, let's look at what happens if you try to receive a payment without having a cashier session open. So right now I don't have a cashier session open. So if I try to go into the pick and pay area, it's going to ask me for a cashier pin. This is different than the normal pin that we see. If I try to enter a normal employee pin, the system is going to say it's not a cashier. When I enter a cashier pin, the system is going to take me right to the screen where I can open the register. Before we do that, let's go through and reach this screen from the main menu. So if we're at the main menu here, we just press this cashier button. This takes us right to the area where we can open a cashier session. To do so, we're going to enter a cashier pin. And this is the cashier opening screen. It's very simple. We have our coins and their different denominations on this side and the notes and all of their denominations on this side. Over here, we have the previous recorded close for the register. So last time the register closed, the person who closed it said that $150 were left in the register. Down here, we have our cashier starting amount and then our difference. Because we have no money entered right now, it's showing us a full difference of 150. So the process is quite simple. The person who is opening the register would count the denominations. Let's say that I've got 5 20s, 3 10s, 3 5s, and 5 1s. And that's what's in my register right now. Over here you see that we've reached the amount of 150. And our difference is down to 0, so we get a green check. What if there was a difference? Let's say I found an extra 50 in there, and now I'm over. The system is not going to keep me from opening this cashier session. If I hit login, the system will accept that there is a difference and will record the total that I've put in, not the previous recorded close. So it'll take this 200 that I'm saying is in the register right now. This difference with the warning sign is here so that the person who opens the register can contact the person who closed it previously and ask them why there is a difference. Right now we're over. Normally what we typically find is that we're under. So maybe we're short $20 versus what the previous person had put as the cashier close. So in this case, they would know to reach out to that person. In any case, the system is not going to slow anything down. It's just going to point out that there is a difference and the amount, and then we'll let you log in with this button over here to open your cashier session. I'm going to go ahead and say that there was no difference. So I'm going to change this back to 5. We've got our 150 from the previous close, our 150 that we're starting with, 0 difference. And all I'm going to do is press the login button right here. So it tells me that our cashier, Isaac Newton, opened the register with an amount of 150, and now the system is ready for use. It took us straight into the search screen in case we want to start working with a customer. What we're going to do is we're going to head on over to the pick and pay section one more time so you can see the difference. Now that a cashier session is open, if I press the pick and pay button, I'm going to enter my PIN. I'm going to look for a customer, and it lets us right in so that we can start marking items picked or paid. So that's all there is to opening a cashier session and why it's important to open a cashier session. Remember, if you ever try to go to receive a payment to that pick and pay module and you receive a prompt for a cashier pin, it means that you don't have a cashier session open. Once you get a cashier session open, the system will let you right through and you can take payments normally. So that's it. That's all I have for you today regarding opening cashier sessions. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. From everyone here at Dark, thank you so much for your time and attention, and thank you for your business. I'll see you on the next video.